Yo, it's your boy Kelly Barnes. This Make It Make Sense Sports Edition. Hey, we got to talk about it. Everywhere I go, this is what they talking about. Every barbershop, every time I go in the barbershop to get my shit lined up, this is what they talking about. They talking about Bronny James. Is Bronny James good enough to play in the NBA? Everybody's heard that LeBron James wants to play with Bronny before he retires. So let's break it down. Okay, I think we got to talk about Bronny James suffering a cardiac arrest during practice. Before the season started, he collapsed during practice. That caused him to miss the beginning of the season and some training leading up to the season. A lot of people are saying the cardiac arrest and him not being able to prepare with the team is partly the reason for some of his poor play. I don't know if that's the case, so I'm gonna go over the numbers and y'all be the judge. Y'all get in the comments and tell me what y'all think. First, I want to go with his high school average. In high school, Bronny averaged 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Now, for anybody that watch sports, we all know if you average 12 points in high school, 12 points in high school probably equal in a Division I college. If you score only 12 points in high school, that equals about 4 or 5 points in college, which is exactly what Bronny James is averaging right now. Bronny James is averaging 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists at USC right now. USC is having one of their worst seasons in 20 plus years. Not including this last game, shout out to USC because they just beat Washington yesterday. But not including that game, Bronny James has scored a combined 9 points in that previous 5 games. That's in 77 combined minutes, he was only able to score 9 points. No disrespect to Bronny James, but in 77 minutes, in 5 games, I can get you more than 9 points. Another thing I want to talk about is some comparisons that have been made. One of the most egregious comparisons that I heard it came from Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas said that Bronny James reminds him of Drew Holiday, just more athletic. And that was kind of crazy to me. Because if you compare the numbers, Drew Holiday averaged 26 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists in high school. 26 points, Bronny James averaged 12. He didn't even average half the points that Drew Holiday averaged. So how those two compare, I don't know. To me, if you ask me, I think that's more of a media tactic. If you watch Gilbert Arenas' podcast, you can tell by his stances that he's Team LeBron. He's influenced by LeBron, and what he says, he's kind of taking LeBron James' side. Drew Holiday also has a career high of 51 points in the NBA. And just watching Bronny James play, I can't imagine him scoring 51 points in an NBA game. I don't even think that's possible. Another thing that Gilbert Arenas said, he told LeBron, no, he didn't. Well, LeBron had Gilbert Arenas watch his son. Bronny was playing somewhere and he had Gilbert Arenas go put an eye on him, and Gilbert was telling LeBron what he seen while he was playing. He was telling LeBron, you don't got nothing to worry about, because pretty much what's flowing through your brain, what's flowing through your veins is also in his. The only problem that Gilbert seen is, which he said he told LeBron, is that he's a lot like LeBron in the way that when it's time to do it yourself, he's passive aggressive. In those clutch moments, he's going to kind of do what they say LeBron does, make the right basketball play, which means pass the ball. You know, they don't want that pressure. That pressure, they just ain't, I don't think, they ain't built for pressure. at all. Needless to say, with this terrible season that USC and Bronny James been having, he was taken out of the mock draft and he was placed into next season's mock draft to go in the second round. And if you ask me, I kind of feel sorry for him, but really, it's all LeBron's fault. It was LeBron that, that said he wanted to play with his son. It was LeBron that said he felt like his son was better than a lot of NBA players right now. It was also LeBron that said he's willing to go to any team that drafts his son, which means basically the team would be drafting Bronny James to get LeBron, which would, of course, would bring Bronny's legitimacy into question. So like I said, is Bronny James good enough to play in the NBA? He averaged 12 points in high school. He's averaging 4 points in college. It ain't looking good. But I could be wrong. Hey, it's Kelly Barnes. It's just part one. On part two, we're going to be talking about Pops, LeBron James. He got 4 championships. He's been playing 20 plus years. Shout out to him. He just reached 40,000 points. I don't know if that ever be broken again. But is that 40,000 points in those 4 championships in 20 plus years, is that enough to compare him to who I say is the GOAT, Michael Jordan? That's on part two. Hey, but y'all get in the comments about part one. Y'all let me know, is Bronny James good enough to play in the NBA? Is the cardiac arrest the reason for the poor play? And who's to blame? Is LeBron James to blame? Or maybe is nobody to blame? It's just how it goes. Y'all get in the comments and let me know. It's Kelly Morris. It's Make It Make Sense Sports Edition. I'm out.